Crazy, totally crazy. Unless Kirk was able to mastermind this behind bars, how could he be responsible for the kidnapping?
He couldn't have. I wonder how he lost his brain. I mean, I don't know why, but somehow that makes it worse. I mean, he was always so crazy and bitter, but, I mean, that must have made it worse. And he wanted us to suffer like he did, so he took our child.
Baby, this is ridiculous. The man is in a maximum security prison, and Cruz is there making certain of it.
Well, now, you brought me the wrong man.
Cranston Kirk. Prisoner's number is 67549.
Yeah, I see that his number is 67549, but I know Mr. Cranston, and this guy is not him. So who are you? Sit down. Now, I'm in kind of a hurry, so, 5 seconds.
My name's Piddling. Walter Piddling.
That's impossible. I know you.
I made the switch with Cranston 6 months ago, during a transfer from Camarillo to here. They brought us down in a van. It wasn't my idea, not by a long shot.
Wait a second. Now, what are you telling us? That Cranston got you to change identities with him?
I used to see him looking at me sometimes, when we were still up in Camarillo. I thought he was just curious about me, because I had a prosthesis like he did. Then one day he comes up to me in the yard, and he asked me how I got my bum leg. I told him I lost it in Nam. He wouldn't tell me what happened to his. It wasn't for a couple of months till I found out why he was so interested.
That still doesn't explain how the hell he got you to go along with it.
Hey, it was easy. He threatened to have my wife and 2 kids killed. He could have done it, too. He still had big connections on the outside.
I don't suppose he even mentioned these connections' names.
He had some guy set the whole thing up, so that we were the only 2 prisoners being transferred on that particular day.
Oh, that's...
We just switched uniforms in the van.
So how... What about your records?
Come on. You heard of those hacker types who can tap into the big central computers? That's what I mean about the guy's connections.
So he just told you that if you refuse to change places with him, he'd have some of his people do something bad to your family.
Yes. I was due for a parole hearing a couple of weeks after we got here. Cranston went to it as me and got paroled.
So why didn't you go to somebody after he was gone? Why didn't you ever tell anybody this had happened?
Because he said that if anybody ever came after him, he'd know that it was me that blew the whistle. And he'd make good on the threat. Inspector, I love my kids. There was no way I was going to risk them being hurt. So now what happens?
Don't worry about your kids. Make a note of this. They're going to guard around his family. I will personally see to it he doesn't get close to your kids. So, Walter, good God, man, are you absolutely certain that he never mentioned who he was working with?
I never heard a name.
And he never talked about what he was going to do when he got out?
He said he had paybacks to make. I doubt if he was talking about poker debts.
Were those paybacks going to be directed to any person in particular?
More than one, I think. He used to say stuff like, "I'll be sorry." They thought they'd never see me again. I don't know who these people are. I feel sorry for them. If they're still alive.
Oh, they're still alive. They're alive enough to make him wish he'd never been born.
At least when I was in Paris, what I didn't know didn't hurt me. No more sitting at home waiting for Cruz to come home from an investigation. I mean, I really didn't know how much I would appreciate that.
I know, baby, I know. Look, why don't you come back to the house with me right now? We can...
Did you see him? Did you see Kirk?
Oh, you're not going to believe this.
What?
Bastard escaped. He coerced another prisoner into changing places with him, and he helped himself to that man's parole hearing.
I don't understand.
Turns out that Kirk has been on the streets for 6 months.
Oh, my God.
Which means the first thing we're going to do right now is get you out of town.
Absolutely.
I just got back.
Maybe there's no choice.
sorry. That's the only way it can be. I'm not going to let the guy get anywhere near you, Eden. The only question is where are we going to send you?
Well, how about my house, the mountains? It's far enough away to be out of the danger zone, but not so far that she'll feel like she's cut off from everything.
That sounds good to me. Can you get her there?
Of course I can.
All right, I'll send an escort in plain clothes to make sure you're not followed.
No, please, I really don't want to be here with you.
Sweetie, that wouldn't be wise right now. I need to be concentrating on finding Adriana.
Do you think Kurt has her? Do you think Adriana is with him?
At this point in time, I don't really know what to think. But you should pack some clothes and get ready to leave.
Give me the car.
Thanks.
Will you call me? You know what's
Of course
going
I'll
on?
go. It'll be okay. For what it's worth, I really do think we're about to come to the end of the road with this mess.
I hope so.
Okay, your bag, okay? Yeah, who's this? Stevens, is Boswell there? All right, this is Cruz. You tell him I need a rundown on Kirk Cranston before he was sent up in '86. I'm going to want a complete employment history, special attention to his most frequent business contacts. You got that? All right, now I want you to check on Mallory and Johnson. They're assigned to guard Sandra Mills. Yeah, just double check that she's okay.